At the Munich Security Conference in Germany, world leaders discussed security challenges and global stability. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar highlighted UN reforms and a multipolar world. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio reassured Europe on transatlantic ties, while EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen called for a closer EU-UK cooperation.
The annual Munich Security Conference is underway in Germany, bringing together global leaders to discuss major security challenges and reinforce international norms and stability. Representing India, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar emphasized the need for urgent UN reforms and shared India's perspective on a multipolar world. He spoke at the session, Navigating Uncertainty, India and Germany in a World in Disarray, engaging with his German counterpart, Johann Wadephul.
When we looked at all the big polls, I think the one which was most under-realized was our relationship with Europe. And within Europe, in fact, in many ways, our relationship with Germany. If I were to say what has changed in the recent past, we've had really two big back-to-back events in India. The visit of Chancellor Merz. I think it was his first visit to Asia. Then the India-Europe FTA, which President von der Leyen described as the mother of all deals.
India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is also attending the conference, highlighting India's commitment to protecting climate-affected communities and forest ecosystems.
Working for climate and saving, let's say, the climate from human actions. That is one thing we need to address, no doubt. But equally, countries like India are worried about communities which are affected by climate change. So the government is going to have to look at saving climate for itself, because that has long-term implication on all of us, and equally saving communities from the changes which happen because of climate change.
At the conference on Saturday, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio sought to reassure Europe, calling for a revitalized transatlantic alliance to strengthen global cooperation.
We do not seek to separate, but to revitalize an old friendship and renew the greatest civilization in human history. What we want is a reinvigorated alliance that recognizes that what has ailed our societies is not just a set of bad policies, but a malaise of hopelessness and complacency.
EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen urged Britain and the EU to work more closely on security, economy and defending democratic values a decade after Brexit.
Europe, and in particular the UK, should come closer on security, on economy, on defending our democracies. 10 years from Brexit, our futures are as bound as ever.
The high-powered gathering comes as Russia-Ukraine conflict enters its fifth year. European leaders pledged to shoulder more responsibility for NATO's shared defense commitments. The Munich Security Conference underscores the growing importance of global partnerships, collective security, and multilateral cooperation in addressing today's complex geopolitical challenges. Bureau Report, DD India.